A very important game at Páirc Uí Chaoimh this afternoon. Cork took on Tipperary. The league final was beckoning. With Division 2 games left in Division 1, Waterford took on Offaly, still with an outside chance of being in the shake-up. Hello, you're very welcome indeed to this Easter Sunday edition of the programme. Cork Tip and Waterford Offaly are featured matches tonight, but we'll also be dipping into Division 2 to check on the progress of Laois and Wexford and also Kildare and Carlow. Well, here in studio, I'm joined tonight by Michael Duignan, also by Cyril Farrell, and I'll be getting their views a little bit later on about all of the weekend's big hurling matches. But we begin our programme tonight at Walsh Park in Waterford. Now there, Davy Fitzgerald's men played host to an Offaly side looking to improve their stats in this division. 2 wins from the 5 games played so far. Our commentator in Waterford today was Darren Maloney.
Waterford recall Maurice Shanahan after their draw with Tipperary. Shane O'Sullivan goes to midfield with Richie Foley now at centre-back. But the big news from their camp is that Tony Brown is a late addition to the Waterford substitutes. Offaly make one late change with David Franks replacing Stephen Egan at left corner-back. Goalkeeper James Dempsey and midfielder Stephen Wynne are making their National Hurling League debuts at Walsh Park today. Brian Carroll. Carroll has Jamie Nagle for company, now brings it on to Stephen Wynne. Wynne drills that in low. He wanted the full forward Ger Helian to get out there and get it, but he was unable to do it. Cleared by Mark O'Brien. Maurice Shanahan back on the Waterford team, runs straight into James Rigney. Seamus Prendergast looking for the first score and getting it, and Waterford finally putting all the pieces together, and they lead in the 4th minute at Walsh Park. Good distance on that from James Dempsey. Surface causing Offaly some problems, a bit of fencing going on. Stephen Wynne pulling on that. A scrap for possession claimed for Offaly by Brian Carroll. And Carroll looking to level it up, which he's done. Brian Carroll with Offaly's first score. Just a minute after Waterford took the lead. And an entertaining opening to this Division 1 match at Walsh Park. Well, Maurice Shanahan put under no pressure at all. No pressure on Seamus Prendergast either, and that's just scoring practice for Seamus Prendergast. Waterford edge in front by 3 points to 2. We're 10 minutes in, and Offaly will need to be tighter than that.
How you going on? That's you, man.
James Rigney. Joe Bergen. Beautiful pick from Bergen. Bergen being rugby tackled by Mark O'Brien is one way of stopping him, I suppose, but not in the rule book. Clinton Hennessy just organising his defence should this drop short. Wind seems to be blowing across him if you take the direction from that flag, and that looks really good from Shane Dooley, and he used the breeze, had to send it up high. That's very accurate. His dad will be very pleased, so will the Offaly supporters who are here in Walsh Park. Still in play. It's helped back towards Jamie Nagle. Healy in there for Offaly. There's an awful lot of that kind of bunching going on all the way through the match. Derek Malloy called for that, wanted it to drift in behind. Shane Fives there with him, and Malloy for Offaly, and they go in front. They led by 2 points to 1 in the 7th minute. Now they're 7-6 up, and we're in the 22nd minute. That was nice. Maurice Shanahan for Waterford, and it's James Rigney trying to make up ground. Brian Carroll comes across. Shanahan, you're not going to shoulder him off it that easily. Has he scored? He certainly has. It was drifting to the left of that upright closest to us, but 7 points apiece, level again, and a good response from Waterford. Owen Murphy started that. James Rigney of Offaly couldn't get back, and Shanahan with a fine point. Offaly haven't scored since the 24th minute of the first half. Brian Carroll drilling that out wide. This a ploy that Offaly favour. There's Shane Dooley. Free taker supreme, what's he like from open play? Well, the answer is not bad at all. And Offaly draw level again. Remember, they've the win to come in the second half. They've battled away into it, and Dooley, well, this is quality, one of the best points we've seen. We've seen a lot of points from frees today, so the ones from open play stand out. Derek Norcott for Offaly. Down towards Joe Bergen, who hasn't had too many chances to disturb the Waterford full back line, but they look to go in front, and they have gone in front. And that's a very fine score from Daniel Currans, who's come more into the game for Offaly in the last 10 minutes or so. Waterford looking to get in front, and they are in front now. 11 points to 10. Shane O'Sullivan with his first of the afternoon, and there is the whistle for half-time. It's been a very entertaining half. That's a fine point from Shane O'Sullivan. Rory Hannafy has been a servant for Offaly for many years, and that's a very fine point. A snapshot from Daniel Currans, much to the delight of the Offaly manager. David Kenny put the hand up, didn't come down with the ball though. Shane O'Sullivan in towards Dan Shanahan, the hand outstretched looking for the ball at Paul Cleary. Well, did he foul him? The Waterford crowd, you can hear the reaction of the supporters. They certainly felt that he was fouled, but the referee didn't agree. Here's Rory Hannafy, support to his right and left, and Hannafy backs himself and scores, and Offaly have both points since the match restarted. Shane O'Sullivan shortens the stick, not the distance though. Shanahan again is the target. Waterford going for the big man at almost every opportunity in the early stages of this second half. Franks there for Offaly, also Maurice Shanahan for Waterford. Dylan Hayden there with him. Shanahan waiting for the right moment and the support, and it's arrived. Kevin Moran, great stop by Dempsey. Moran was in, goal on his mind, but Dempsey denied him. Thomas Ryan, and Ryan is quick. There's that pace. Ryan for Waterford. Hooked at the last moment. Goal chance! And it's in. And it's Dan Shanahan with the goal for Waterford. But Thomas Ryan, well, they got him isolated. Then two men came across. He took the initial shot. He was hooked by David Franks. Pulled back across him. From there, Offaly should have been able to deal with it. And it went in. Seemed to take an eternity to go in. Well, when the pace has been up at this level, it's been a very entertaining game, end to end. Ger Helian unable to get his hands on that. Here come Waterford again. Drilled in long. Shanahan is the target. With Cleary, it's broken through from Milan, and Dempsey out. David Franks there too, and Offaly got away with it big time. James Dempsey's clearance was down for Derek Malloy. Waterford really turning the screw. Stephen Malumphey. Malumphey for Waterford has to use the boot, but that favours David Franks, and he goes one-handed and manages to pick the ball up. Franks showing a really good turn of pace. Can he find a teammate? But it's blocked down brilliantly by Kevin Moran, and now Maurice Shanahan, and Shanahan for Waterford has put them in front. A fabulous passage of play. We haven't seen enough of that sort of stuff from both teams today, but after all of that attacking, David Franks thought he had cleared his lines. It fell to Shanahan, and Waterford go in front. Up towards Cleary, hops up for him nicely. Derek Malloy arriving in the centre. Goal chance for Offaly and for Malloy. Hennessy has it, Dooley there after it, and a goal for Offaly. A goal for Offaly. Somehow they managed to scramble it in. It was Malloy's chance first of all, and Offaly lead by a point, 116 to 115. Another pull on it from the Cormac man, Stephen Malumphey.